I think I've found the absolute best way to make homemade spiced rum. And this easy 2-ingredient recipe can be applied to any spirit that you want to spice up. It's great for sipping, great for mixing. Takes less than 2 minutes of actual effort at the start and the finish just to get it going and finished off with a little bit of infusion time in between where you can relax, and it gives so much quality spice flavor. You can scale this recipe up or down infinitely, and over the next few videos, I'll give you some inspiration on how you can use it in some delicious seasonal drinks. And I guarantee, however much you make, it won't go to waste. Today, I'm gonna show you the ridiculously simple recipe, which I can't believe how well it turned out, considering it's just 2 ingredients. And at the end of the video, we'll make a chai spiced rum old fashioned, just to see how it stands up in a cocktail. So without further ado, let's make chai spiced rum. All right, welcome back everybody. I think the real beauty of this recipe is just how simple it really is. So as the name chai spiced rum suggests, 2 ingredients, chai and rum, but you can make this with brandy, you can make it with whiskey, you can infuse pretty much any spirit with the spice and get really interesting results. And then in terms of equipment and tools, nothing complicated, nothing that's gonna make it a kind of barrier to entry. We just have a jar, a scale, some kind of paper filter and a bottle. And with those ingredients together, we can start building our chai spiced rum. So the first decisions we need to make are how much of our chai spiced spirit we want to make, and then which base spirit we want to use. That's not very easy to say. So we're going with rum, going for an aged rum with a little bit of funk in there, and then we're going with Pamban chai. And the quality of your ingredients completely determine how well this turns out. So when it comes to the recipe, I like to go with 5 grams of chai per 100 grams of our base spirit. So you don't want a chai that's going to dissolve, you want one that you can brew and then strain out so that the spirit takes on those really delicious flavors. And now we've got our chai, we've got our rum. We're gonna combine these really simply in a jar. 10 grams of chai to 200 mils of our rum. And once these are mixed, seal up the jar, give them a little stir, and that is the first part of our chai spiced rum done. So you just want to leave this for between 45 minutes and an hour. It'll take on those really delicious flavors. Every now and then, just give it a swirl to mix everything together, really encourage those flavors through. Then you can pass it through a paper filter, back into the same jar, and then bottle that up, and you're left with this incredible chai spiced rum. So giving this a try, the thing that strikes me is that balance and intensity of spice in there. So 5 grams doesn't sound like a lot per 100, but actually that's plenty. You get loads of those really nice spices coming through, really nice black tea flavor, and it's got a really nice kind of full and coating texture as well. So I think the biggest problem that this method solves is that blending spices and sourcing spices is difficult, and it's actually a real fine art. So first of all, when it comes to blending, it's so easy to get this wrong. You can completely destroy a drink by having too much clove, which is really common. It completely overpowers a lot of drinks. Then finding the balance between all the other spices and getting them all to kind of stand through and be kind of present in the drink is really, really difficult. So by choosing a chai, which you already like, which is really important, has a really nice blend of spices that you believe to be kind of accurate and delicious, this takes away all the guesswork, gives you a really consistent drink, which you can infuse really easily, really quickly, and everything just comes through really nicely. The spices, the tea, and it's got a really nice texture as well. Quality of ingredient is absolutely critical here. There's nowhere to hide. 2 ingredients, they're both gonna come through. So the reason I'm using Pamban is because they genuinely make the best chai products I've ever tasted. This is their original brew and strain chai, but you could use a ginger chai for a little bit more zip and zing. You could use a rose chai for a more floral characteristic. And the whole point of this is to experiment, find what works for you, and then balance it out with the spirit that complements it. I've known Aruna and Mehul, the founders of Pamban, for a long time now. Their passion for chai is incredible, and we've kind of followed each other's journeys. So being able to share this with you guys is actually really, really exciting. Big thanks to my partner for these videos, Pamban, for making this mini-series possible. And if you want to check out their website, it's in the description below. So I think something that's really important but often overlooked is that even though chai does have those really nice kind of warming spice flavors, it's not a winter drink. Take this, add some ice, add something sparkling like a ginger beer, squeeze of lime, and you've got the most clean, delicious, refreshing drink that takes me back to my early 20s, drinking OG Sailor Jerry's with ginger beer. So good, try that. And if you need some inspiration for some other recipes, I'll link them at the end. But before we do that, we're gonna make a chai spiced rum old fashioned to see how this stands up in a mixed drink. This recipe is super simple. We're just borrowing it from my Essential Cocktails course where I did a video all about finding your perfect old fashioned, which I'll link at the end. And we're just gonna sub out the whiskey, subbing in our spiced rum. So we're gonna start with 60 mils of our homemade spiced rum, using our chai. I usually go somewhere between 5 and 10 mils of sugar syrup in an old fashioned. And for this, I'm actually gonna go with the full 10, because I think the sweetness just really brings the kind of spice to the fore and makes those delicious flavors pop. We're gonna go 3 dashes of bitters, this time orange bitters, which equates to just over a gram. And then half a gram of saline solution, made of 1 part salt to 5 parts water, just to bring everything together and season the drink. We're gonna stir that down with lots of ice to chill, mix, and dilute the drink. We're gonna strain that into a frozen rocks glass with a big ice block, and then garnish with a lovely orange twist. And there we have the delicious, incredibly aromatic, smells amazing, chai spiced rum old fashioned. Enjoy that one. It's just so good. It really makes you smile. Everything you know and love about an old fashioned is in that glass, and so much more. The kind of tea-like character, the spice, the citrus, the texture is really, really good. And that's super wintry and really complex. So I think it's fair to say that this is my absolute new favorite spiced rum, but I've not tried every spiced rum in the world. So what's your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you tried this recipe and what you think of it. And in the next few videos, I'll give you some examples of how you can use it in slightly different ways. So when they drop, they'll be here. If you've enjoyed this and you want some more coffee and cocktail fun times, you can subscribe to the channel by clicking here. And if you want to learn how to make your perfect old fashioned, click in this box or watch the entire 50 video completely free cocktail course, Essential Cocktails, by clicking here. So big thanks to Pamban for sponsoring this video. Big thanks to you for watching. Enjoy some chai spiced rum, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.